Hey gang, Tony here. Welcome to week 3 of yard sale finds. I can't believe I actually found stuff 3 weeks in a row. I was not expecting it, especially when I woke up on Saturday morning and it was like 38 degrees. So I found some stuff. And I'm excited to show you this stuff because it's all pretty damn cool, if I do say so myself. By the way, I tried to film this yesterday and my battery died. So that's why you're getting Sunday morning pajama Tony. I hope you don't mind. So most of the stuff was actually from the flea market. There were not many yard sales. I mean, it was pretty cold out. We found, if I remember correctly, there was one? I think we went to one yard sale. Halloween record, which I actually own already. So I brought out my other one because I was comparing the two to see which one was in better condition and whatnot. I knew I already had it, but they only wanted $1. And usually for Halloween records, I'm going to buy it no matter what. I'm pretty excited about getting one of those. And I like these records that have like the more than just sounds. So this does, one side is all Halloween sounds, but the other side actually has a story on it, which is cool. Let's shift gears a little bit. I'll show you a couple of video games. It's been pretty bad the past couple of years finding video games. It's been getting pretty hard to find video games at reasonable prices. I used to find giant lots of like old Nintendo and Sega and all kinds of stuff and get it for real great prices. You still find it every once in a while, but lately, you know, it's harder and harder. So for $1, I picked up Siphon Filter 2. And I don't know why. I really don't. But this next game, let me just show you. All right, it's Monster Party for the NES, which I was very excited about, except for the price. Normally, I mean, I'm a super cheap bastard. I don't want to pay like what they actually go for when it comes to video games. But this is just one of those games that I have been wanting for a long time, for obvious reasons. Monster Party, you know. Last Halloween, in fact, I was on eBay, and I was that close to buying it on eBay. So when I saw it at the flea market, I was like, okay, I may have to buy this. They had a price list, and he obviously went on eBay and checked all the prices, and then priced it at the eBay price, or like maybe $1 or $2 cheaper. So this game, on average on eBay, goes for about $18. You could get it cheaper. That's what he wanted for it. They wanted $15 for it. So I offered 10, and actually I offered 8, and she was like, oh, I'll do 11. I was like, no, 10? And they wouldn't go to 10. I walked away, and I came back later, and someone else was standing there. So I offered 10 again, and they kind of was like, and then they gave it to me for 10. So $10 is a lot for me to pay for a video game. I know that's ridiculous, and I know like real video game collectors are probably laughing at me because you can't do that shit anymore, unfortunately. Let's do a little Halloween stuff. I did a Halloween record, then a video game, and another video game. Now Halloween. On the way out of the flea market, I spotted this guy right here. Ooh, yeah. I didn't have this particular stack. I don't know if this is in frame or not, but I have a stack right there, which is a little different. And I have a stack over there, which is like the Casper one. I don't know if you could see that either. But this was one I didn't have. They're newer. These are like the newer ones. It's not technically blow mold. It's a different kind of plastic. But they only wanted $1. And, I mean, you know me. I'm not going to pass up something like this. Yay. Pretty cool. A DVD. I got Bladerunner, the director's cut, on DVD for $1. I don't own it, and I haven't watched it in a really long time. I want to get ready for the new movie. You know, I haven't seen the new one either, so Bladerunner for $1. I'll take it. It was the first thing I bought, and it was, I don't know, kind of weird for me, but it was, again, it was one of those moments where, like, I didn't really expect to find much at the flea market. So I was like, well, it's only $1 and I'll take it. It's Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of Orpheo's Curse on CD. So it's an audio version of this particular tale. I haven't listened to it yet. But, you know, I mean, I didn't realize they had these on CD like that. I mean, I think it's a CD. I actually don't know. I assumed it was a CD when I looked at it. Look for these other exciting titles. It doesn't say anything on here about it. So I'm assuming it's an audio title, but I just start to question myself because it says MS-DOS and Windows on the disc. So now I'm wondering if it's like an old... It also says version 1.1. This might be a game. I have no freaking clue. You tell me. I mean, by the time you see this video, I'll have figured it out because I'm going to put it in my computer. But, ooh, you know what? Stick around. At the end of the video, we're going to put this in my computer and find out what the fuck it is. Yeah. All right, now you got a reason to stick around. There you go. Or to skip to the end, I guess. But there's more. Don't do that. There's more. For the retro people out there, the 80s lovers, a Masters of the Universe table cover. Do you remember these? Like when you had a birthday party when you were a kid in the 80s. This is one of those paper tablecloths, basically. So you can't really call it a tablecloth because it's not cloth, it's paper, which is, I suppose, is why they call it a table cover. But you would get like all the matching, see it says you could get matching plates, cups, napkins, and you'd have your themed birthday party. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, this is so great. I wasn't even that big a fan of, I mean, I watched He-Man and I had a couple of toys, but it wasn't one of my favorite things when I was a kid. But this just brought me back. I was like, oh my, I can't believe it. But that's not all. This is from 1986, by the way. That's not all. They also had the Masters of the Universe Honeycomb Centerpiece. Look at that beauty. And he's in there. It's open. These are both open. So I imagine they were actually used at least once in the 80s. But they're in really good shape. You know, they weren't too messed up. The table cover has 1 or 2 tiny tears in it. But other than that, it looks really good. Like there's no giant pizza stains, sauce or anything. This opens up. I'm not going to do that, but it opens up to look like the little paper honeycomb. And I did check it, and it's not torn or anything. It looks really good. $2.25 at Party Bazaar. Look at the difference there. I got them for 50 cents each. Oi, 50 cents. So $1 for the 2 of those. Super happy about that find. This next item I got for free. Mike and I were driving home from the flea market. And we're driving, and I see off on the side, like ahead of us on the side of the road, sort of peeking out from some overgrown like crabgrass and weeds and stuff. I saw like a little bit of orange. I was like, what is that over there? And Mike kind of looked over. He's like, I don't know. And we kept driving, and as we're passing, I noticed what it was. I was like, holy crap. And he's like, do you want me to turn back? Do you want me to turn back? I was like, fuck yeah, turn back, man. So he turns around, and he parks on the side of the road, and I go booking over, and got this. This lovely bastard was just on its side in like overgrown grass and stuff. And there were a couple other, like, there was a pair of sunglasses and some garbage and shit. I think either someone threw it on the side of the road with a bunch of junk out of their car, or it fell out of like the back of a pickup truck or something like that. But it was just laying there, and I picked it up. I inspected it. It looked good. You know, I picked it up and I walked back to the car, and I was expecting like someone to yell at me. You know, maybe like there's some houses off to one side, and you know, the cars were passing by. I was waiting for someone to pull up next and be like, "Hey, that's mine." But nothing like that happened. I waited a couple minutes. I looked around. obviously it's nowhere near Halloween, so it's not like someone had this out as a decoration. It's not like I took it off a porch. It was on the side. There's a big field, not someone's front yard or anything. It was a big field where I think they normally grow corn or something, if I'm not mistaken. It was just laying on its side, no light or anything in it. It was not like hooked up for decorations. I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm not like robbing people's porches or anything. But this was awesome. I couldn't believe it. Now these are one of the newer blow molds that I'm not. I mean, I don't own one and I never buy them because they are newer and you could still get them at stores and stuff. But for free on the side of the road, I'll fucking take it. All right, everybody, get ready. I'm gonna do a little ninja smoke bomb, and we're gonna go check out this Are You Afraid of the Dark CD on the computer. Ready? Okay, so I decided the easiest way to do this would just be that's my computer. There's the disk. I am going to pop it in my desktop, and we'll see what happens. All right. I should probably open this up. Let's see. Yes, I still have a Christmas desktop wallpaper. What the hell is this? Files currently on the disk. Backup files? No, I don't want to back up. Is it not going to just play? What the fuck is this? Drivers. I don't know. There's a Word document. Check out the Word document, I guess. Welcome. We'd like you to join us for a special session, Midnight Society. We'll meet at our secret campfire location deep in the forest. You know where it is. Come and help us spin a scary tale. If you tell a good, ghostly, scary story, you'll get to join the Midnight Society. Are you up for it? We want you to join us. See you there. Sign the Midnight Society. Orpheo's Palace. And then... Alright, so that gives us some background. And then it says here, getting started. For the first time, if this is your first time starting the game... It is a game, wow. First, be sure you've set up and installed the game. See the end sections of this document. When you see the Viacom New Media Nickelodeon logos, you could do the following. Click the campfire and see what happens. Here we go. Installation and setup. Wow, we got to go DOS for this. Look at this shit. I am not going to do all this right now because this is a long-ass video. This is probably super close. I'll see you all next time. Maybe I'll make a completely separate video just for Are You Afraid of the Dark game. I thought it was a CD. So I really have no clue what the hell... Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a game, but... I will catch you guys next time. Breathe deep in the night. Hope you enjoyed. Yard sales. Goodbye.